are effective. They have a wine walk once a month, and Shoe Crazy was the featured wine at the wine walk for the month of July. And the wine walk, in essence, is an event that helps raise money for a designated charity. And each shop at this particular mall will have a tasting in their particular store. Well, we had the Shoe Crazy wine banner up by the front door. We had the tasting set up in the middle of the store, and I asked them if I could play the smooth jazz CD that featured the commercials in the store, and we have all of that going at the same time. I mean, it's a very well attended event, and mostly they're non-black customers and clientele. So while they're waiting in all these lines, all of this is going on. The sign is there, the music's playing, they're looking up front, and it's really nice display. Excuse me. Now that's going on. So I don't know, at least in that 2-hour span, they sold 3 bottles, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it was also explained to me that a lot of these customers come back to purchase. So that's what I'm hoping will happen. But it's a very effective tool.
Wow, so that's a great event that y'all were able to do. Now, I need to be fair to because we were talking about Shoe Crazy and entrepreneurship and everything, and I don't think that I would be fair to my co-host if I don't let him make a pitch for his latest business as well. So, Dean, before we get off the air, you got a couple of entrepreneurship businesses as well. So, since we're talking about entrepreneurship, we got your fellow entrepreneurs on the air. You need to tell them about that app that you've been working lately.
Well, you know what? A couple of things. It's a travel app. It's called Travel Light. Where you get discounts on hotels and rooms and cruises and other things like that. It's travellight.com. I'll actually post that to the page. The other one is the Netmaster, and that's being able to cut your cable cord to be able to stream live TV, the premium channels like HBO and Stars, pay-per-views, sporting events, and we're working on a distributorship and having those boxes available as well. I will put contact information for G13 Enterprises on the page of the Voice of the People, and hopefully everybody will be able to do their thing and expand their businesses and also create more customers. Sometimes within our own community, sadly, we don't support each other. And that is something that we have to work on. But at the same time, we can work on business because all money is green and it doesn't discriminate. So,
correct.
We that's the plan. And some people will get into businesses and they open the doors and expect to be rich overnight. And I think that for those of you who have struggled and had the pitfalls and had to fight, scratch, kick, punch, and probably choke a couple of people to get what you have already, to go into like the Reginald Lewis School of Business at my alma mater, Virginia State University, and to talk to those who are in the School of Business to let them know that you're just not going to open the door and become an instant millionaire. You're going to have to be able to put in that work. You're going to have to be able to, sometimes when you don't even want to work, you still have to, because if you don't work, you don't eat. And to do it in a way that the networking is there, the connections are established, the bridges are built, so that you will have something like you said, Gwen, that you can pass on. And if they don't feel like working like that, you set that so that they can take that baton and continue it. They don't have to start from scratch.
Absolutely.
That's very important. Donald, I know we had it with Gwen earlier, but the folks are listening and they want to learn more about either you or James, the Portfolio Group. We have not heard y'all's email and Facebook contact. So how would folks reach out to the Portfolio Group if they're interested in having a wine event in the North Carolina area, or just learning about the food jazz that you do and things of that nature? So how would folks get in touch with the Portfolio Group?
Well, they can visit our site, which is portfoliogroupllc.com. Of course, if they want to play on the jazz side, they can go to djsmoothjazz.com. But either way, it's going to point back to the original, which is Shoe Crazy Wine. You can find me on Mixcloud. I also have mixes and shows on my site, which are Click and Listen, and the 9 stations that I broadcast from on a weekly basis. You can go to my site, and they're listed there with the times and the time zones. So, and wherever you find me, you'll find that's something special, because Shoe Crazy Wine and smooth jazz is the direction we're going in. So you'll always see those two somewhere in the balance wherever we show up. If I do a live show, Shoe Crazy's there. So we promote the music piece and the jazz and the wine piece together as a package. And like I said, people are becoming aware of it, and we're slowly growing it. We've got some plans coming up, which are going to just explode the presence of Portfolio Group, Shoe Crazy, and DJ Smooth Jazz in North Carolina.
So we're looking forward to definitely seeing that explosion take place. I know that Dean has been, like you were taking notes earlier, Dean has been taking notes, and he'll also be listening to the tape in the probably later on today and tomorrow, and he'll be adding all of these websites to our website, and so folks can link in and make all this is also being aired on TuneIn, Stitcher,
Spreaker,
and
Stitcher.
So right, Stitcher. So I've been doing some serious work, so we're definitely getting out there. Well, last time I checked, what were we on? 20 states, and we're trying to expand. So, and about
we got
15.
We got 22 states, 15 countries, bro.
All right,
wow.
So we've added 2 more states.
Not too bad.
We were in
Not
20.
too bad, though.
In
addition to
not bad at all.
Yeah. In addition to what Donald was sharing. In addition to what Donald was sharing, we also have a physical location in Durham, North Carolina at 1543 Cooper Street, Suite E. So if anyone wants to drop us a line from a physical standpoint to come by and take a look at the offices, we'll even though we're hardly ever there, we're out on the pavement.
Sounds great.
For your information.
And as I did with Brittany, because we're winding down the show, because the show is 2 hours and it's already 8:52. But as I did with the others, and we're going to let all our guests go first before me and Dean take it on out. But as we did with Brittany, we want all our guests to give a word of encouragement to our listeners. That's kind of our theme that we do every year. So I'll let you start off, James. Give us a word of encouragement.
I would recommend that folks find their passion. Be self-aware enough to know what you're passionate about. And once you find that passion, build your career around that passion. Do the research, whatever's involved, learn the industry, kind of build your business acumen, and take that passion and turn it into profit, if you will. Passion to profit. That's my recommendation. But there's the process. There's due diligence. We talked a little bit earlier about folks having their passion but come up on the short end on the financial side. The fix to that is to learn your craft and learn about your craft. So that would be my recommendation to the folks out there that are pursuing entrepreneurship.
I appreciate it. And Donald, what are your words of encouragement for those that are pursuing either entrepreneurship or even the music side of things? What are your words of encouragement?
Well, first I'm going to say what he said, and then I'm going to add to that by saying have a passion for what you're doing and enjoy what you're doing, especially on the entrepreneur side. And the greatest tip I can give you, don't try and do it with the rent money.
Exactly. Gwen, it's been a pleasure talking to you. What is your words of encouragement? Your daughter, now it's your turn.
Okay. My words of encouragement a little bit more simplistic, I would say. I think as in our communities, we, for the most part, grow up in poverty. A large amount of us. I grew up poor. My mother used to say, "There's no shame in being poor. It's what you will do about it." That's the key. What will you do about it? You don't stay mired in that. And every place I've gone to speak, I always end with this, okay, which is life will throw you challenges. Life will throw you challenges. And life will throw you a curveball. When life throws you that curveball, catch it and throw that bitch back. Don't accept it.
There you
Move
go.
forward.
You tell him, Gwen.
I love it, Gwen. I love it. Like I said, we wind it down, and as I always tell folks, whether it is studying business, whether it is studying life in general, definitely do your due diligence, do your due research, because too often we do not do enough research on whatever we are pursuing, whether it is pursuing things on understanding what's going on in the political world, whether it's understanding a business that we may be going into, whether it's deciding that you want to write a book and trying to understand how to write that book. Too often we don't do the research and the diligence. So do your due diligence and do your research and make sure to pursue your dream and make sure that it is done correctly. And Dean,
Exactly.
Take us on out of here.
Well, I'm going to take
All right,
it out.
take care, guys.
All right,
Okay.
now. I'm going to take it out with a Confucius quote. All right?
All right.
And it says, "He who knows not and knows that he knows not is a child. Teach him. He who knows and knows not that he knows is asleep. Wake him. He who knows and knows that he knows is a wise man. Follow him. And he who knows not and knows not that he knows not is a fool. Shun him." And with that being said,
I love it.
It's the voice of the people, ladies and gentlemen. Gwen, James, appreciate y'all for riding with us for the entire time. We are the voice of the people, Monday night, 7 p.m. You can catch us here at Blog Talk Radio. You can catch the replay on Stitcher, Spreaker, Blog Talk. And if you want to ever call in, you can call us at 646-668-8393. Now, question mark, is there anything going on next week?
Oh, I'm not playing with this show. The reason we get to 22 states and 15 countries, and we're going to make it even more than that next year, is because I find us great guests. So next week, we have Cicely Mitchell, the founder of the Article Jazz Festival, will be here with us to discuss the founding of the Article Jazz Festival and how that all created. And, when she started it, she was like in her 30s. I think she just turned 40. So she is actually a fairly young entrepreneur, and she's going to just talk about all that. And she's like you, Gwen, came out of a whole other world because she was a biostatistician by trade. So she is definitely not one that came out of the world of entertainment, even though she is making all kinds of noise in the world of entertainment and been featured in all kinds of great magazines. So we are definitely looking forward to having Cicely on the show. And as we tell all of our guests, because one of the things we're trying to do is build a network of people that are connected to each other and that are able to do great things together. You are now welcome to be a regular guest on the show. So if you have any time, if you're listening to the show, or if you just want to call in and tell us what's going on, you have an open forum here at The Voice of the People. So we hope that it's one of these Mondays that you don't have to be a guest, but if you just are listening and feel like calling in with comments, please be welcome to call in. That goes for both you, Brittany, James, and Donald, because we're growing a family of people that care about our community.
We thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Not to mention that she'll be coming on talking about the article on the greatest day of the entire year. But we'll talk about that next week.
I believe it's your birthday.
Indeed it is.
Thanks, guys.
Indeed it is.
Well, have a good one.
All right, James.
Okay,
take care, guys. All right. Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our time for now. I'm the six-man Dean Geronimo with Mark Lee. We are the voice of the people, and we'll see y'all next week.
Sounds good.